Okay. All right. Good. That is good. That is good. Right. Yeah, so welcome, my people. Welcome to this live stream. Just like the title over there says, today we are doing the whole Pear OS installation on VirtualBox, and this here was requested by a gentleman. Let me just get his name. Over here. He's called Omprakash Yadav. You hit me up recently on my comments asking for, installations of different things left and right. And among those, you particularly talked about Pear OS. You wanted to know a bit more about Pear OS, how to install it and all of that. Yeah, so we are working on that right now, and then we see how that goes. Right, let me just get my chart over to the side here. Right, so I think we're all set. I don't know if you're getting the sound live and clear, but I hope you do get that. So let's just go over here to my desktop, chap. Right, there we go. We're looking for VirtualBox, Oracle VirtualBox. So it's already telling me there's a new version available. I'm not really going to go for the new version. Let's just keep with what is available right now. So we are going to create new, and here we're going to call it Pear OS. It doesn't seem to be recognized, so we're going to look for, it is a Linux distribution, and it's based off Debian 64-bit to be on the safe side. Now let's go and give our machine a bit more, a little bit more RAM, because we need it to be a little more snappy. So I'm going to give it up to, let's say, about 3.3 GB RAM. I don't want the system to choke so much. Actually, hold on. Let me just cancel that, because I've just realized we are live streaming on the same machine, so we need to kind of be a little bit more careful with the values we are giving. So let's go back here. So let's say Pear OS, it is a Linux distribution, Debian 64, and let's say 2 GB, like a 2.5 GB of RAM. That should be something worth using. So we go next, create virtual disk image, create. Do I have the space? Yes, we do have the space. Dynamically allocated. Now, if you notice here, if I just go to my computer over here, my drive C does not necessarily have that much space on it. So I'm going to instead put it on drive E, so that we have a lot more control over there. So where is that? That would be drive E, virtual machines, Pear OS. Right, so as opposed to putting it on drive C, you can always put it in a different place, just so that it does not cause any issues right there. Now let's see, what do we have? Let me just get over here, so it's a little bit more. Okay, right, so we've created our machine, and just a few more tweaks here and there that I would like to do. I'd like to tweak this here, go to settings. Before we get to the whole installation process, just to recap on what it is in particular we have, or what we are dealing with. So we have Pear OS, Linux over there. So yeah, Debian 64. Let's go to advanced. All that is in there. System, we've set the RAM. Everything seems to be okay. Display, I want to give it a little bit more display RAM. As you do remember, Pear OS has all these different things flipping all over the place, all that stuff. So I want to give it a little bit more RAM in terms of video. So let's just go a little bit. Okay, 100 MB of RAM should be enough. It should be enough. Okay, so let's just go to OK, and then we'll go here and click start. So we're making progress. It is actually shifting. I do want to maximize this so that we can actually see everything over there, nice and clean. Where art thou? So we are opening a virtual machine. This is it here, opening. It's asking for startup disk. Let's look for one. Where is the Pear OS Monterey? There we go. we choose that disk as it's going to be our startup disk and just click start. We'll maximize this so that everything is up to par. So now we wait. Starts off with that animation I don't really understand. But then there we go. So it's now loading. I don't know if you guys are getting the sound clearly. If there is a kind of buzz in the background, my apologies. I have earth grounding issues with my area here. Let me just see. Okay. Yeah, so that's why there's a bit of static, but I'm having that worked on. Hopefully it will be sorted soon. So now you see it brings the Pear OS loader with all this gibberish to the side. We don't really know what all that is all about, but we're going to get to that in a bit. Let me just move myself over here. Where art thou? Okay. Let's move myself over to this other side. All right. Okay. Right. So now we are waiting for this here to load. As you can see, the status bar does it takes a while to load, but it will get there. And why it is actually taking long to load is the machine itself, like how can I put it? The specifications I've given it are not really the highest end ones out there. You see, it's running like on virtualization on my processor. I've given it only about 2 GB RAM ish. It's not really that snappy, so it won't be the fastest installation out there. If I had much better specs on my machine, I would have really spec'd it out and made it go insane. So as we wait for this bit here, let me just open a browser. Let's just open a quick browser here, and then we get to check out the website as we wait for it to load, because it's going to take quite a while. Okay, we have an error failed send host, but that's no worry. That is going to just go off in a few seconds. That is so going to go off in a few seconds. We are still on track. That shouldn't be something to worry you. That will go, and the machine shall continue. As you can see, it is continuing over there. So just want to put this side by side. This here on the left is our virtual machine. As you can see, it is loading, and on the right is just a web browser. Now, why I opened this is pearos.xyz. This is like the parent website for Pear OS to accept all the cookies, and basically it's just telling you about Pear OS. Someone was asking me, what is this whole Pear OS thing and why do you keep talking too much about it? It's a Linux distribution. Linux is a version of operating system, so it's like an alternative to your Windows or Mac. So basically Linux over there, and it is absolutely free, and this one has the spiciness of looking exactly like Mac. That is the beauty of it. And let's just minimize here and go back to our installation. Now, as you can see, we now have a black screen, totally black screen. There you go. So now this here is like the trial, that most Linux distributions do have this, where you get to try the OS before you actually do install it. So this is that point at which we have reached. So it already gives you everything looking nice. So basically this is more like the trial, like live trial of the OS, but everything here does work. So even if you wanted, let's say, to type a document quickly, if your machine is strong enough and have good enough RAM, you can actually do everything. However, now our target here is we want to install. There is this here on the right that says install Pear OS Monterey. We're just going to click on that. Okay, and then we get this screen over here. Let me just move this a little bit because I need it to be okay. So we get this screen over here, asking what kind of English and all that. As of right now, the keyboard that I have is set in British English UK. That means the @ sign is in a different place. However, the normal one most people have, where the @ sign is where the number 2 is on your keyboard, where the number 2 is, that would be the normal American one. So just I'm setting this because it's the configuration that I have. That is why I'm actually doing that. So we're going to go next. Now, after doing next, you're going to choose where are you located in the world. The entire world map is there. I'm just going to leave it at New York, but okay, fine. I'm based in Uganda, so the clearest I can get is Nairobi. Oh, there we go. Kampala, that's where I'm at. That's the nearest place. Now, Like I was saying earlier, the UK version of the keyboard has the @ sign over here, and the normal ones, like now American, let's say US, @ sign is over here where the number 2 is, if you see that. So for me right now, I have the UK version of keyboard, so that's where we're going to go with that. Now, diving here, we are now reaching the parts which do get tricky. Here, let's see what we have. We have install. Okay, we have the disk we created earlier, which is this, and we're just going to say erase entire disk. Yes, after clicking erase entire disk, you'll see this whole red part here is basically the part that's going to be installed as Pear OS. So just going to click next to that, give it a name. It's going to be techselect. Oh, without a space. I've been it has disturbed me before. So it's going to be techselect, and then give it a password. I'll just go put an easy password so that I can easily remember that, and then we go to next. Now in here, it's going to take its time installing. As you can see, the the status bar is installing. Now even if you are installing this on your main machine, even if you're installing it on your main machine, like this would be the process you'd go through, especially if you want to do a clean install. You're not dual booting, you just want to get rid of everything. However, I should warn you, if you're trying to install it, clean installation, make sure the hard drive you're installing it to, you don't really have something you need on there, because it's going to wipe the whole of it. It's going to format it completely. And also, so make sure that one, the hard disk you're installing it to has no information that you really need, or you can back it up somewhere, and two, it's quite a big enough drive. So most machines right now, if let's say it's a laptop, even if you had like 128 MB drive, that would do. In the dual booting, for those that want to do dual booting, you would also reach around the same area where it tells you to choose the hard drive you're going to install on, and then you just click install alongside Windows. We'll try that. Oh yeah, finally we are at 100. Thought it would never arrive. Wow. Yes, so there we go, fully installed. Yay. And it's saying Monterey has been installed. Restart now. Oh, here, restart. It is one of those wins right there. I'm happy that everything has gone well. It took a while. My apologies, it did take a while. My PC is not really the fastest thing that is out there. I'll be showing you the specs when we are done. So there we go, restarting. Oh, before it restarts itself, I need to go over here to devices and unmount. I need to remove the disk from virtual drive. Please remove installation media and press enter, which is what I have done. And now we can do our host F. Let me show this again. Switch this to full screen mode, and now we wait for it to load. But it's taking quite a while again. Quite a little while, but that's no big deal. That is no big deal at all. That is no big deal. Now we're waiting for it to boot. See a black screen, it's frustrating. But hey, it's the first time it's booting up, so we did expect some bit of delays, but it is definitely coming up. I am very sure about that. Let me just go over here and exit the full screen mode so that we can see what exactly is going on. Okay, what I'm going to do is step one. Let's first close this here. No power off the machine. Now why I'm powering it off here is I want to do something interesting. I want to go back over here to the settings, and we try to improve our machines whatever specs. Now if you notice here, why it was taking forever is we're running on one CPU. So I should have done this in the beginning. My bad. I should have done this in the beginning. I should have amped it at least to 2 CPUs so that it's a little bit faster. Let me just push it here. Let's go to 3 CPUs so that it can respond a lot better. So we have the three CPUs. We have a memory. Let me just go back here, add some more RAM because I want it to be as snappy as possible. Motherboard, there we go. The RAM, let's just push it up a little bit more, up to 3 GB. 2 processors, that's where we go. Acceleration, everything enabled. And then let's fire this up. Let's see, where are we? Let's just fire this one up again. There we go. Maximum screen, and we see how that goes. We still have this down here. This is just my VirtualBox, giving me that option over there. So, and now we wait. We have the blinking screen. Blinky blink. There we go. And we have the Pear, the famous Pear logo. We're going. Yep, we're rolling. This is amazing. I'm trying to put a little bit of a dab over there in my chat, because man, this has taken quite a while. It was beginning to frustrate me, and now we are good to go, which is just nice. We are loading, which is just amazing. This is really amazing, really amazing. This okay. Back to black screen, but we're loading, so I am pretty sure. You can see the cursor is now here. The cursor is now here. That is the one that we have. That's the Pear OS cursor right there. That's the Pear OS cursor. And there we go. And if I remember properly, I put a very short password. Just log this in, and we are good to go. Now, if you're planning on running this on virtual machine, maybe if you're just running it for testing purposes, or you just want to check out, does this work for me, does that work for me, then those are like the only times I'd advise you to run anything on virtual machine, because at the end of the day, it kind of does really slow down. And also, it depends on what kind of machine you're running. If you're running, let's say, an i9, with a Threadripper over there, then you can definitely run with visualization, this virtualization here running properly, so you can run on a virtual machine and run everything the way you want it. But for me and the kind of machine I'm running, it's really low end, not the fastest in the world, not the strongest out there, so don't expect it to do miracles in that case. That's why I wouldn't run virtualization as my main running bit there. So it has detected our internet, and there we go, everything running smoothly. Let me just move myself out of the way here. Okay, here we go. You see, everything is running smoothly. Now, my guy over there, if this here has not answered any questions, feel free, leave me a comment or a question in my comment section. I shall make sure that I do answer this. Yes, my friend, that is Yadav right there from India, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think this does answer your question, the installation of this on VirtualBox. Sorry it took too long. My PC is not the strongest in the world. What I need to do here is just go maybe about this Parentosh over here, and you can see the kind of machine I'm running. It's an i5 from I don't know which year, 3rd gen. That's not really the best out there. So yeah, and we've given this one about 3 GB of RAM, but everything is running beautifully. I did want to just do a quick hunt here. I just go to Launchpad, console. So if you're looking for the full review of this operating system, I did a video on it. You can just check it out in my playlist that is written on Linux playlists, and you should be able to check that out. You should be able to check that out and get to see what I like about it, what I don't like about it. Basically, my overview of how I find the entire Pear OS operating system. You can definitely just go there. Now, I won't lie, my internet connection is being shady right now because I'm streaming. I have like 3 or 4 people that are online at the moment right there. So as you can see, most of these have been hit because it's not really picking up that good. It's not picking good enough internet, but still it shows that everything is working smoothly, as you can see. Yeah, I think that basically covers it mainly. So yeah, if you like what you've been seeing, make sure you hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, hit notification bell. It does help us a lot. It also helps you get notified when we do I release new content right here on this channel. It means a lot to me especially. So just go over there, hit subscribe. It means a lot. And make sure you like, share, let someone know that this channel does exist. It means a lot if word gets out there, so that I know that the work we do and put in this channel does not just go to vain. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. My name is Linus. Thank you so much for liking, watching, subscribing to Tech Select. Means a lot. I can't stop stressing that enough. And I shall see you in the next video. As of now, see ya. Bye.